Welcome back to Jackknife TV. So I've had a few people reach out to me and try to understand why I'm putting up with what I'm putting up with, and not, jumping over to any random carrier. And some of these carriers that I'm being offered, I may know the fleet owners of these carriers, and I highly respect them. And I do trust them, to be honest with you. It's just that I've jumped around between carriers before. I've done this. I've been told things are going to go great, and not everything is in their control either. And the situation that I have at home is most of our family is 2.5 hours away from where we live. It's a pretty broken family, just due to grandparents dying and fights over money and things like that. It's just, it's pretty much me, my wife, and my kids up here where we live. And we have friends and stuff, but we need babysitters. My wife works because she wants to work. She probably doesn't have to, but she wants to. She ended up, she's got a management job, and I guess it makes her happy. It makes her happy. Yeah, I got the window down because I'm gonna pop you guys out the window here in a second. So I'm here at the Pottsville plant here at Tyson. It's a DC, and I'm here all the time. I talk to people. I hear things. I'm informed on things that are going on, and I'm gonna pop the camera out here and show you why I'm hesitant to just randomly make a change. Now, I did talk to the carrier. Supposedly things are going to change for my mileage. I told them that I'll do what I have to do, and this week it has. I'm going to do just about 2,400 miles, maybe if my math's off, maybe 2,500 miles, because like I said, they do end up paying me for coming out from my house too, so I might be off a little bit on the mileage, but anyway, I'm gonna probably make a good check this week. I keep saying check, settlement. I'm gonna make a good settlement for this week, between my costs and everything. And this is including, well, actually no, the truck's been paid for. That's why I don't have any money from the last settlements, because I take the money out to make sure the truck gets paid at the end of the month. I'm gonna net around $4,500 to $4,800 supposedly with the mileage I did this week. So that's good. Does it make up for only being able to net after costs and everything, what, $400 or $500 between the two settlements the previous weeks? Not really. I mean, it is what it is. I can survive. I'm surviving. I could survive probably another month or so, even with the way things are going. Now, if I start getting 2,500 miles every week, that's a different story. That's a different story. So, like I said, I'm going to pop you out the window here. I'm going to explain a little bit about why I'm hesitant to go. All right? All right, so this is a multi-story, where, temperature-controlled, reefer, cold storage facility. All right? They have multiple floors, tons and tons of square foot storage space. All right, like this is supposed to do like the entire East Coast just about, and Midwest or whatnot, for their Tyson's network. Now right here is 500 trailers. All right, it also stretches around the building. There's 500 trailer spots, and they're supposed to be building an additional 800 spots back there. They're going to get rid of that fill pile. They're pulling it all out now, and they're supposed to build an additional 800 spots. That includes parking, and additional parking for, staging and whatnot. They'll probably move them around the front of the building there, I imagine. So, that being said, that is why I'm hesitant. I have a feeling that things are going to pick up over here. I'm going to end up being more of an integral part of Tyson's shipment network, and the loads are going to get more frequent, and the mileage is going to extend, because we're supposed to end up going farther down south, farther west, you know, and they're supposed to pick up. Well, they're supposed to pick up new customers and everything. To you know, whatever, you know how that goes with corporate stuff. That being said, that's why I'm hesitant, because I don't have to pay a percentage. My fuels, the reefer fuel I don't pay for is the tolls are reimbursed. You know, I don't work like right now. If I end up doing I'm on a scale, I pay like a scale for mileage pay. If I go over like 400 miles or whatnot, between my fuel surcharge, which seemingly is still 50 cents fuel surcharge, between my fuel surcharge and my mileage rate, I'm making $2.65 a mile. There's no percentage coming off of that or nothing. All right, no percentage, no nothing. The only thing I have to worry about paying technically is for the truck and for my bobtail and physical damage insurance. The rest of it, the plate is like $65, and then what is it? Accident insurance, or what do they call it? Like, kind of like a workers' comp policy, you know, for me too. I got to pay $65 for that too. But other than that, that's all my cost. It's pretty much pure profit. There's nothing off the top. There's no one hiding things. The big thing is just whether or not I have to work or be able to put the miles in. That's the big thing. So that being said, that's why I'm really thinking about taking like $2,800, getting my Pennsylvania plate, you know, doing my UCR, getting my authority back up and running. I don't know, maybe changing the name of my LLC. I'm debating about doing that because as of right now, it's my last name, and I kind of don't want my last name out there. And from what I've been researching and things like that, lawyers are using that for a reason to be able to attack your personal assets, things of that nature. So I don't know. It might change my company's name too. And I know I might just jump into it. I might get my authority coming into this next year. I might do it. That'll leave me the ability to go out and rent a reefer trailer. I have a few people I know that I could probably rent a reefer trailer or rent a flatbed rather cheap. Keep it sitting over in a place that I can keep it sitting for free. And if there's no loads, or Tyson's, you know, load planning department or whatever, or however else they give out the assignments to the carrier here, is slow or just doesn't know what they're doing, I'll have the ability to just go hook up to a reefer trailer or go hook up to a flatbed and go do a local or regional load and still be able to have money coming in. And then when I'm done that, come back here or get my guaranteed load plan and go do what I have to do. So other than that, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm taking everybody's advice. It's just I've been screwed over jumping around before. I'm making quick decisions, rash decisions, and things like that. And like I said, the situation at home is somewhat unique. You know, grandparents to watch kids, and nobody come over to help clean the house or just visit or anything like that. So that's what's going on with that situation. That's why I'm not like quickly jumping out. I've been doing the numbers. Like if I go to a few carriers that like I can, you know, like I said, you can find you can find load boards, you know, dedicated load boards within some of these carriers and stuff. And yeah, they do pay fairly well. You're paying 25%. You're paying trailer rental. You know, you're paying a bunch of other costs. And by the time I calculate that out, if this would just work, if this would just go back to the way it was when I hopped in here and started doing these dedicated runs, there's no way they could compete with the amount of profit I could make here. Sure, I'm not making $3 a mile all the time. I'm making $2.65 a mile usually, or am making $3 a mile if I'm doing shorter runs. Really where I kind of get really screwed at and don't like it that much is when I go into New York. And if I didn't get stuck in New York and traffic and stuff, it would make sense. And I think the problem is the people, you know, the suit and tie guys don't understand that you're going to get stuck in New York all day long. They think you're going to go there, you'll make your $800, and you'll be able to come back, pick up another load, and continue that load on into Maryland or whatever. You know, that's the way they assume it. So that's the way it's priced out too in the contract. But I don't know. Other than that, you know, I am more of a glasses half empty kind of guy. I'm more on a realist. I've been screwed over enough times and seen things turn into a disaster that that's kind of my outlook. Don't take that as, you know, the world is always ending and stuff. That's how I kind of sound. Take that as, you know, prepare for the worst and hope you wander into success and, you know, prosperity. That's really what it is. So I'm going to go enjoy Christmas with the family. Probably maybe take a week off. Can I afford it? I don't know. I guess you could say I can afford it. I'm not going to be no high roller, at least this time of year. But the kids got all what they asked Santa for and everything, and then some. And, yeah. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. You know. And just pray that certain things line up and things change, that we prosper, as not just us as truck drivers and everything, but as a country. Okay? Because I have a feeling that this year is going to be a very turbulent year for everything. So, Merry Christmas. God bless, and have a, you know, Happy New Year. Jackknife out.